Hello everyone. Today we shall start with a new lesson, that is chapter number 5, deposits. Okay, coming to the introduction part of the lesson. Joint stock company needs huge amount of capital. It satisfies the financial needs by external source and internal source. As we know, joint stock company usually needs huge amount of capital to run its organization. Okay, and it satisfies the financial needs by external source as well as internal source. Means both the types of source of finance is required to run the joint stock company. Accepting the deposit from the public or from its own members is one of the external sources of raising funds for a company. As we saw in lesson number 2, that is sources of finance, the finance is divided into mainly two types, internal source and external source. And internal source includes your owned funds, and external source include your borrowed funds. And accepting the deposit from the public or from the members of the company comes under the borrowed funds, or it comes under the external source of raising the finance. It is cheaper to raise the funds through deposits. However, accepting deposits can be risky option for a company in case it defaults in repaying the deposit. Usually company finds easy to raise the deposits either from the public or from its members. But however, as it is easy, on the other hand, it is riskier also. If the company fails to repay the deposit back, then it becomes a riskier source of finance. In this chapter, we will learn which companies can collect the deposit, the terms and conditions to be fulfilled, and the procedure to collect the deposit from members and public. So what all we are going to cover in this chapter is mainly three things we are going to study in this lesson. The first one is which all companies can collect the deposit. This is the first part. Then the second part is the terms and conditions which are to be fulfilled by the company while accepting the deposit. And the third part is the procedure to be followed by the company while accepting the deposit from members and from the public. Okay. Then coming to the meaning. What do you mean by deposit? Deposit is a loan received by the company from an investor on certain terms and conditions about repayment of principal amount with interest. So what do you mean by deposit? In simple, deposit is nothing but loan और कर्जा हम बोल सकते हैं. So it is a loan which is received by a company from any investor, and it is received based on certain terms and conditions, and those terms and conditions are related to repayment of the principal amount along with the interest. Okay, means what principal amount is taken as loan, what interest the company is going to pay back, and what for what time period the deposit has been received. These are the three important things which are to be taken into consideration while accepting the deposit by the company. Usually deposits are accepted only by public companies. Private companies are restricted to accept the deposit from general public. So usually one common thing which is followed is public company can easily accept the deposit. But coming to private company, they are restricted to accept the deposit from the general public. Okay. Then coming to the definition. According to Companies Act 2013, the term deposit means any deposit of money with the company and any amount borrowed by the company. A very simple definition is given by Companies Act 2013. It defines that deposit is nothing but any deposit of money with the company. Whatever may be the deposit which is there with the company and any amount borrowed by the company. It is called as deposit. Fine. So this is the very simple definition which is given by Companies Act 2013. Now coming to the next subtopic, that is acceptance of deposit. Now which company can accept or which company cannot accept the deposit? Now in this slide I am going to tell you which companies cannot accept the deposit. Okay, there are certain companies which cannot accept the deposit. Which are those? The first one is a banking company. So a banking company cannot accept the deposit. from the public. And second one is a non-banking finance company. So NBFC, a non-banking finance company, also cannot accept the deposit. The third one is a housing finance company. And the last one is any other company as prescribed or as specified by the central government with the provisions of Companies Act 2013. So the three main companies which cannot accept the deposit is, first one is a banking company, second one is a non-banking finance company, third one is a housing finance company. Apart from these three types of company, if there are any other companies which are specified by the central government not to accept the deposit, even such companies also cannot accept the deposit. Okay. Then coming to the next slide, the following chart shows which companies can collect the deposit from members and from the public. Now in previous slide we saw the companies which cannot accept the deposit. Now in this slide we are seeing which are the types of company that can accept the deposit. Now this types is mainly divided into two main types. First one is the companies which can accept the deposit from members, and second one is the companies which can accept the deposit from public. So the two main types are divided as from members and from public. Okay. Now coming in the first type, from members. Now which are those companies which can accept the deposit from members? The first one is a private company, second one is a public company other than eligible company, and third one is eligible public company. So these are the three types of companies which can accept the deposit from members. मतलब ये जो तीन कंपनियों का है, these three companies can accept the deposit from its members. And coming to the second one, that is from public. अभी public से कौन सा कंपनी deposit accept कर सकता है? It includes mainly two types. First one is eligible public company and second one is government company. Okay, so here the chart shows the types of companies which can accept the deposit. First one is from members, second one is from public. From members, private company, public company and eligible public company can accept the deposit. And from public, eligible public company and government company can accept the deposit. Fine. Hope you are clear with this. Okay. Now coming to the first type, from members. Now as I told you, from members mainly three types of company can raise or can accept the deposit. First one is a private company, second one is a public company which is other than eligible company, and third one is eligible public company. Now before we go with from whom these type of company can accept the deposit, first we will see very simple meaning of the companies. Now coming to the first one, private company. Private company का मतलब है any firm or any company which is held under private ownership. They can issue the shares but they cannot trade on public exchanges. Okay, so private companies are those companies which come under the private ownership. Now as a private company, it can accept the deposit from its members, directors or relatives of directors. So किस किस लोगों से private company deposit accept कर सकता है? First one is it can accept the deposit from its members, that is company members. And it can accept the deposit from its directors, that is company directors और relatives of directors. अगर कोई जान पहचान के या कोई संबंधिक है जो डायरेक्टर्स के है, from them it can accept the deposit. This is relating to the first one, private company. And coming to the second one, public company. Public company is a company whose ownership is distributed amongst general public. It can trade through all the types of stock exchanges. Okay. Now here public company other than eligible company, they can accept the deposits only from its members or directors. Here the word relatives of directors is missing. So like your private company, public company cannot accept the deposit from relatives of directors, but it can accept the deposit only from its members and directors. Then coming to the third one, eligible public company. These companies can accept the deposit from their members and also from the public. Now here one point you have to remember, eligible public company is the only company which can accept the deposit from members as well as from the public. मतलब member से भी वो deposit मांग सकता है और general public से भी वो deposit मांग सकता है. Okay. Now, eligible public company means a company which is having a net worth of not less than 100 crores or turnover of not less than 500 crores and which has obtained prior approval of its shareholders through special resolution for accepting the public deposit. Now here what do you mean by eligible public company? Maybe for 2 marks you may get a question. Define eligible public company or give the meaning of eligible public company. So what you have to write? You have to write these 4 lines. So eligible company means a company which is having net worth of not less than 100 crores. Now question may arise, what do you mean by net worth? Net worth refers to value of assets a person or a company owns minus its liabilities. मतलब total value of assets minus liabilities which is owned by a person or by any organization is known as net worth. Okay, and turnover. Now what do you mean by turnover? Turnover refers to company's total income. या हम उसको कंपनी का टोटल रेवेन्यू करके भी बुला सकते हैं. ओके, सो हियर पब्लिक कंपनी मीन्स व्हाट? अ कंपनी जिसका नेट वर्थ 100 करोड़ से भी कम है, विच इज नॉट लेस देन 100 crores. मतलब मिनिमम 100 करोड़ है एंड टर्नओवर ऑफ नॉट लेस देन 500 crore, जिसका इनकम या जिस कंपनी का रेवेन्यू 500 करोड़ से कम है या मिनिमम 500 करोड़ है and which has obtained permission from its shareholders through special resolution for accepting the public deposit. Such companies are called as eligible public company. Okay. Now coming to the second type, that is from public. Two types of company can accept the deposit. First one is eligible public company and second one is government company. अभी हमने देखा eligible public company का meaning देखा, जिसका net worth, whose net worth is not less than 100 crores and whose turnover is not less than 500 crores and which has to take prior permission from its shareholders for accepting the deposit. Now what about a government company, or what is a government company? A company or a legal entity which is created by government, which is partly or wholly owned by government and can participate in specific commercial activities. Such companies are called as government company. So here government company can accept the deposit from the public as well as eligible public company can also accept the deposit from the public. Okay, so here one common company we can notice, that is eligible public company. Here eligible public company is available in both the types, from members also and from public also. It means eligible public company can accept the deposit from its members as well as from the general public. Fine. Now coming to the next important topic, that is terms and conditions for acceptance of deposit. It is one of the most important topic in this chapter, that is terms and condition, and usually the question you may get in long answer type for 8 marks because totally 20 conditions and terms are there which is to be followed by the company while accepting the deposit. So you have to remember these 20 terms and conditions which you may be asked in full or in part in your exams. Okay. Now coming to the first condition, that is amount of deposit. Now which type of company can accept how much amount of deposit, that we are going to study. That is the first condition, amount of deposit. In that, first one is a private company. Now how much deposit a private company can accept, that is how much amount of deposit a private company can accept. Okay. A private company can accept the deposit from its members or directors or relatives of directors not more than 100% of its aggregate paid up share capital and free reserves. Now this is the important thing, 100%, which you have to remember. Okay. Now the first thing is a private company can accept the deposit from its members. मतलब कंपनी के मेंबर से या कंपनी के डायरेक्टर से या कंपनी के रिलेटिव्स हो, आई मीन नॉट कंपनीज रिलेटिव्स, डायरेक्टर्स के जो रिलेटिव्स है, इनसे प्राइवेट कंपनी डिपॉजिट एक्सेप्ट कर सकता है. बट हाउ मच इट कैन एक्सेप्ट? इट शुड नॉट बी मोर देन 100% of its aggregate paid up share capital and free reserves. For example, if the share capital and reserve capital of a company is, think that 10 crores. Okay. Now, the share capital and reserve capital of the company is 10 crores. Now, as a private company, it can accept the deposit of maximum 10 crores. 100% का मतलब है मैक्सिमम 10 करोड़ तक वो डिपॉजिट एक्सेप्ट कर सकता है, बट नॉट मोर देन 10 crores, क्योंकि उसका शेयर कैपिटल और रिजर्व कैपिटल दोनों का एग्रीगेट अगर काउंट करते हैं, then company's aggregate you are getting it as 10 crores. So 100% of 10 crores is again 10 crores only. So it can accept maximum up to 10 crores, but not more than 10 crores. That is your 100%. Okay. However, certain class of private companies as specified by Companies Act can accept deposit more than 100% of its aggregate paid up share capital and free reserves. अगर किसी प्राइवेट कंपनियों को स्पेशल परमिशन मिलता है फ्रॉम कंपनीज एक्ट, then it can accept more than 100% of aggregate paid up share capital and free reserves. मतलब again the same example, if company's aggregate paid up share capital and free reserves is 10 crores, and if the company is having special permission from the Companies Act 2013, then it can accept the deposit more than 10 crores also. बट उसके लिए स्पेशल परमिशन कंपनीज एक्ट से लेना है. इफ इट इज स्पेसिफाइड बाय कंपनीज एक्ट, ओनली इन दैट केस मोर देन 100% it can accept. Otherwise, it cannot accept more than 100%. Okay. This is relating to the first type of company, that is private company. Then coming to the second one, public company other than eligible company. These companies cannot accept fresh deposit from members if the amount of such deposit together with the previous deposit exceeds 25% of aggregate paid up share capital and free reserves of the company. जो public company है other than eligible public company, okay, these companies cannot accept new deposits. Fresh deposit का मतलब है new deposit if the company is already having its previous deposit which is exceeding 25% of the aggregate paid up share capital and free reserves. Okay, इसका मतलब है the companies cannot accept the fresh deposits from its members if amount of fresh deposit as well as its previous deposit दोनों मिलके अगर 25% exceed कर रहा है, then it cannot accept the fresh deposit. Fine. Then coming to the third type, that is eligible public company. Now here eligible public company can accept the deposit mainly from two parties. First one is from members, second one is from public. Now from members, how much it can accept? From members, eligible public company cannot accept fresh deposit if the amount of such deposit together with previous deposit exceeds 10% of aggregate paid up share capital and free reserves. So here you have to remember 10%. So eligible public company from members, it can accept the deposit only up to 10%, but not more than 10%. And coming to the eligible public company, from public, how much it can accept? It cannot accept fresh deposit if the amount of such deposit together with previous deposit exceeds 25% of aggregate paid up share capital and free reserves. So अगर पब्लिक से एलिजिबल पब्लिक कंपनी को डिपॉजिट एक्सेप्ट करना है, देन फ्रेश डिपॉजिट और उसका ओल्ड डिपॉजिट जो है प्रीवियस डिपॉजिट दोनों मिलके उसको 25% क्रॉस नहीं करना है. It can accept only up till 25% but not more than 25%. Okay. This 25% means what? fresh deposit as well as old deposit, both together should not exceed 25%. It should be within the limit of 25%. Then coming to the fourth type, government company. Government company can accept the deposit from public not exceeding 35% of paid up share capital and free reserves of the company. So जो government company है वो 35% तक deposit accept कर सकता है, but not more than 35% of paid up share capital and free reserves. मतलब paid up share capital और free reserves का aggregate मिला के only till 35% a government company can accept the deposit. For example, अगर paid up share capital और reserve free reserve government company का 10 करोड़ है, and 35% of 10 crores will be 3 crore 50 lakhs. Okay, so up to it can accept 3 crore 50 lakhs, but not more than 3.5 crores. Fine. So this is relating to the first condition, that is amount of deposit. So अगर private company है, it can accept up to 100%. अगर public company other than eligible public company है, it can accept only up till 25%. और अगर eligible public company है, then from members it can accept up to 10% and from public it can accept up to 25%. और अगर कोई government company है, it can accept only up to 35% but not more than 35%. Okay. Then coming to the second condition, that is a period or tenure of deposit. मतलब कितने टाइम के लिए कंपनी डिपॉजिट एक्सेप्ट कर सकता है. No deposit can be accepted or renewed which is to be repaid within a period of 6 months or more than 36 months. So the minimum time period for accepting the deposit is 6 months and maximum time period is 36 months. 36 months means maximum for a period of 3 years. So this question you may get, minimum and maximum period of time for accepting the deposit. मतलब 6 महीने से deposit accept करने का time कम नहीं होना चाहिए और 3 साल से ज्यादा नहीं होना चाहिए. It should be within a range of 6 months to 36 months. But in certain circumstances, a company may accept the deposit repayable earlier than 6 months to meet its short-term needs. But there are certain special situations or circumstances where the deposit is accepted for a period less than 6 months. Okay. Now, agar less than 6 months hai, then what is the time period? Such deposits must have a tenure, time period of minimum 3 months and amount of such deposit should not exceed more than 10% of aggregate paid up share capital and free reserves. मतलब if there are any special circumstances, then company can accept the deposit for a minimum period of 3 months. But if it is accepting for a minimum period of 3 months, then such deposit should not exceed 10% of aggregate paid up share capital or free reserves. मतलब अगर 10 करोड़ है कंपनी का शेयर कैपिटल और फ्री रिजर्व्स, 10% of 10 crores will be 1 crore. So it can accept the deposit only up to 1 crore for a period of 3 months. Okay. Under certain circumstances, on the request of the depositor, company makes premature repayment of deposit. अगर कोई depositor request करता है, then जो वो deposit है वो premature भी हो सकता है. Premature का मतलब है टाइम पीरियड से पहले ही वो डिपॉजिट मैच्योर होना. Means what? Think that if I have given a deposit for a company ABC for a period of 2 years, but मुझे पैसे की जरूरत पड़ी है urgently, so instead of 2 years, I am requesting the company to pay me back the money immediately after 1 year. मतलब प्रीमेच्योर हो रहा है. 2 साल था टाइम पीरियड, बट आई एम रिक्वेस्टिंग द कंपनी टू पे मी आफ्टर 1 year ओनली. दैट इज कॉल्ड एज प्रीमेच्योर. मतलब टाइम पीरियड से पहले ही वो डिपॉजिट को रीपे कर देना. अगर कोई डिपॉजिटर कंपनी को रिक्वेस्ट करता है, देन सच प्रीमेच्योर रीपेमेंट ऑफ डिपॉजिट इज डन. And company may also renew its deposit with the same terms of issue and it will be considered as fresh deposit. Okay. And even in certain circumstances, company may renew its deposit. मतलब क्या होता है? For example, मैंने दिया था डिपॉजिट किसी एक कंपनी को 3 साल तक, मैक्सिमम 3 साल ही है, So I had given the company a deposit for 3 years. 3 साल के बाद मुझे भी पैसे की जरूरत नहीं पड़ी and even company wanted to continue it. So again the deposit will be renewed for another 3 years, but it should be with the prior permission of the depositor. Premature भी हो सकता है, continue means renew भी company कर सकता है. Both the situations are possible. अगर depositor request करता है then time period से पहले ही company को पैसा देना चाहिए. Okay, and if the company needs the money and even if the depositor is not in need of money, then the company can renew its deposit with the same terms and conditions, but it will be considered as again new deposits. Fresh deposit का मतलब है new deposit. Okay, fine. So the two conditions which we studied was, the first one was amount of deposit and the second one is period or tenure of deposit. Tenure का मतलब है time period. Okay, so let's stop here today. In the next video we will see the remaining conditions. Okay, fine. Thank you.